Now, I don't know if it made a huge difference as far as yield or not, but one of the things that really happens when they're growing outside like this is they can get just too darn big, and the buds get too big for the branches. And normally that's not a problem indoors because you just stake them up. But with, you know, a 10-pound plant, it's really difficult to do that. Wow, I was just looking at this bud on this plant. It's just beautiful. This thing's honking huge, this big around, right? Okay, but the problem is with this plant, like all of them, is they outgrew the greenhouse.
San Diego holds such an important part. I mean, the surf from here pioneered the North Shore. I mean, I don't care what you say. Butch Van Artstalen was the first guy that really rode pipeline correctly, and he wouldn't have done that if he didn't have the environment and the waves here to do it. But basically, Windansea, Big Rock Blacks, all the spots home these guys. Pat Curran was here before he went to the North Shore, you know. And I like knowing my history. Growing up in San Diego, if you were any kind of a kid who had any knowledge of any sort of history or any respect for your elders whatsoever, you basically grew up with a knowledge of who Skip Frye was. Name one other spot in California where you're like hero, your legend guy's out picking up trash at your parking spot, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't happen, only here.
Joel Tudor, even when he was a real young kid, you could tell that he was going to be a prodigy. Always beautiful to watch. He definitely has a special touch with a surfboard. That's a lot of the old school, you know, a lot of the people that I grew to admire when I was growing up, like Edwards and Dora and Paul Stroud from the islands. And that kind of style, I don't know how Joel picked up on it or if he studied the old guys, but he just had that real smooth, flowing style that I've always liked.
I mean, man, I grew up watching Skip and all those guys. My dad would take me out of school to go to contests to watch them surf. I basically got to watch a generation that was totally lost. Like, it hadn't come around since the 60s, you know? So I really had a good idea of what style was, or sort of really beautiful style. And it kind of makes you really go back to, like, the simple things and what's important. And, like, it's not cool to be a pro surfer around here. It's cool. People give you respect for it. But amongst the core group of people that you really want your respect, they don't really care. They more want you just to be a regular person and be nice to everybody, not think you're a superstar. I lost the competitive fire. I put a jersey on and I go out and I'm not having fun at it. Not that my love of surfing isn't there. I still surf all the time. I'm still completely hooked, but at the moment, I'm having that fun with jiu-jitsu and grappling stuff. In Brazilian jiu-jitsu, there's so many things that are similar to surfing. I know that may sound crazy, but it's the mental challenge that's similar. Riding wave is mentally challenging. You have to be able to adapt to anything that's thrown at you. It's the same thing when you're fighting with somebody. You have to be able to see that opportunity. You can't map anything out, it's just whatever's thrown at you. There's so much little intricate techniques, and this is what's got me caught. There's just so many things to learn. And right when you think that you're getting good and you're winning and you're doing this, some little guy who comes from a foreign country obliterates you. I love the competing of it. I like the whole challenge.